Hello, everybody, and welcome to another update from Lost Legacy Entertainment. Firstly, let me apologize for the lack of updates, but there hasn't been a lot of stuff to update you with, and also there's been some stuff going on. And I'm afraid that I have some bad news in this video to give you. Certainly, it's going to be quite upsetting for those of you in our audience who play the games that we make on Dreams and are looking forward to the future games that we want to bring out on Dreams and for Dreams players in general. So I'm going to start off going on about I'm going to start off talking about the situation, and then I'm going to talk about what we are going to be having to do as a result, and what we're going to be having to do to help what we're going to do to help the situation. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dreams is literally the best. Until this point, it has literally been the best game creation system out there. Forget your Unreal Engine, your Unity. This can be used to make games on PS4. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot easier to get the hang of using. The only thing you can do with it is sell games in the PlayStation Store. Most people will have heard of Dreams. Now, the short version is, until just recently, they've always said that the long-term goals of Dreams is for people to be able to sell their games on the PlayStation Store and use Dreams to not only have a bit of fun, have an enjoyable time creating and sharing games, but to also make a bit of money out of and even possibly end up having a career as part of a create team or being employed by a big company as a result. And that has all been a long time ago, or so they've said. Now, the most recent news update from Dreams, Medium or Giant Dreams, said that they have decided that they are going to terminate all live services to Dreams, with the exception of Medium Mojang's live streams and all the stuff that they do to show off things. There'll be no more Imp Awards, no more jams, no more releasing content into the Dreamiverse, no more sending content directly to your friends. It will be literally pointless to do it because, let's face it, those of you who have dreams, you didn't get it just to make games for yourself. You made it to make games and release them for other people to play, because the best part of making a game on Dreams or anywhere else, well, certainly with Dreams, especially Dreams, because you get all the different ways that people can tell you how good you're doing. But the best part of the process with Dreams is people commenting and telling you how much they enjoy your game and putting thumbs up, giving you thumbs up. But that's all going to change. Home spaces are only going to be accessible to the player who owns them, which again makes them pointless because, let's be honest, how many of us actually use our home spaces ourselves? Sure, you can go into your home space or whatever, but me, I for one, and I think that most of you out there are probably the same, I just hop straight into what I want to do. And, they still haven't given us multiplayer mode, even though they started having it set up to be ready for it. They still haven't allowed us to sell games on the PlayStation Store. The excuse they're giving, the reason that they're given, is that they can't see a clear direction to take Dreams in the future. So they're going to take the studio's marketing in a different direction. Their words, not mine. Which is nonsense because they had a plan laid out. Everyone knows what their objectives were. They knew what their objectives were. To be honest with you, I think that it is actually down to Sony. Sony are really bad at allowing certain things, when it comes to certain things happening. They're really bad at stopping them for no real reason. If you have Minecraft, you'll probably remember that Sony blocked modded maps coming to PS4 and PS5 for years. And RPG Maker on PS4 does not have the ability to allow you to sell games and content on the PlayStation Store. However, all the RPG Maker versions on PC do have the ability to allow you to sell your content on any website or online store you want. So at Lost Legacy Entertainment, it is our belief that what has happened is basically Sony has been refusing to allow Media Mojang to let players have the ability to sell their games on the PlayStation Store. And this is probably because Sony actually aren't like other companies. They charge money to indie devs for the right to post games on the PlayStation Store. That's why there are so few indie games up there. And I think that Media Mojang were sick of banging their heads against a brick wall, and we realized that Sony were never going to give in and let there be an exception for Dreams users. And I think that rather than release a PC version of Dreams or a update to allow you to remove games from Dreams to PC so you can sell them, which actually shouldn't be that hard, because really all you would have to do is make it so that you can transfer the games out of Dreams itself and onto a portable memory device. But rather than do that, they have opted to abandon Dreams. However, while if it was just that they were going to abandon Dreams, I could kind of live with that. But to gut it and then abandon it, take away everything that makes it worth playing, it makes no sense at all. And I believe it is wrong. It's certainly not what the community wants. And Dreams do kind of, Media Mojang do kind of half-heartedly admit that there are people at Media Mojang who don't agree with the decision. Now, this brings us to what we can do about it. Firstly, let me tell you guys, what we can do about it, if we can do anything about it, really depends on how willing this community is to try and stop this decision. Um, the change will take place in September. So what Lost Legacy Entertainment is going to do is we're going to what's the name of it? What's the word again? Oh, sorry, I was just checking the words. We're gonna post a petition online on change.org to try and get Media Mojang to change its mind. At the very least, we might be able to get them to just leave the game as it is before they move on to their next project. So when that's done, there'll be a link to that posted in a video from Lost Legacy Entertainment, and if you, like we here do, feel that what MM's doing is wrong, then post it. Post it, put your name on it, to it, sign it, put a comment in on the petition. Last time I was part of a community that went up against the company over a decision for a community game that was wrecking the game. It was Destiny 2. And we were fighting to stop them removing content from Destiny 2. Because they were removing content every year. And it was just ruining the game for everybody. In the end, they did back down on it and kind of compromise. They agreed to only remove seasonal content, which is fine because no one really cares about seasonal content anyway after the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. Anyway, the point is, one of the factors of what why we won was that all the YouTubers, um, all the big YouTubers with like 1,000 odd subs who did Destiny 2 videos spoke out against um, what was happening with the game. And they called out the director who was responsible. In, in short, they were a big help. And that's not something you can say often about Destiny 2 big YouTubers. So, with Dreams, if people like Neon and Lady Lex and all these other big YouTubers that do Dreams and speak out and say that they feel that it's wrong, then that will most likely carry some weight and we might just save Dreams. However, if they all just decide that the best thing to do is just move on to something else, then there's less of a chance of it winning. Now, Lost Legacy Entertainment has concocted an emergency strategy for in case we lose. And we're going to start putting this strategy into operation straight away. Firstly, we are going to reactivate the Lost Legacy Entertainment Creator Group Patreon tier. Secondly, we're going to try and get out as many of the games that we've had planned to you as possible before makes its changes in September. However, we are going to have to prioritize a bit, and that means that certain games will have to be put on the back burner. So basically, most games that we have released that are not at this time past the demo stage, unless that entire game is just sitting there waiting to be released, ready, nothing else being done to it, we're most likely just not going to do that game. Cancel it for now. Games which are remakes that we've had planned, if the original is still out there and working fine, then those are going to get cancelled. Uh, we'll release a big pack with all the stuff onto the universe, with all stuff that we've used over the last couple of years, set to all be remixable, and you guys out there can use that um, for your games. I'll do a full list of games that we're going to be putting on the back burner and or cancelling after I've looked at the progress that we've got everything we're working on currently. Uh, one thing I will say after September, which you guys aren't going to like, is that we will not be able to release any more stuff in the way of fan games. Because Dreams is the only system where you are able to release fan games of things like Sailor Moon, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, without taking the risk of being done for copyright. Things that we have planned that are not copyrighted, we will try and raise the money to bring in somebody from outside who can make the game for us using Unity or Unreal Engine or whatever. Also, we're going to be releasing a Roblox game, and we'll still be using RPG Maker both on PC and PS4 to release 2D games. What I can tell you is that one thing that we have come up with as an idea, we're toying with, if we can get the money for it raised, is to actually get the money together and go about creating a new app for PS4, which works in a similar way to Dreams, the same system where you've got little helper, you can go into various different, you can go into create mode or into play mode and whatnot, and allow the stuff to, with everyone, you'd be able to export games from that to from PS4 to PC and put them on websites if you want. Certainly we'll come up with some way of making it possible for you to make a little bit of money out of your games. We'll need to do a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe for that, and then we'll pay someone on Fiverr to make it, and to upload it to PS4 Store. So do please hang in with us. We do have some good games which we're gonna be doing our best to get out to you. We'll be releasing a new quest for our Destiny 3 fan game. We will be releasing a new raid for Sailor Moon. And also adding a raid to Defenders of the Multiverse, so you can finally take on the villain that you meet in the first part of that. If you can't find something again that was posted in the Dreamiverse, it's because we have archived it because we're not able to take that any further. So we're going to get this quest out. We're going to get Sailor Moon done with Sailor Moon and done with Defenders of the Multiverse, hopefully, and hopefully Power Rangers Lost Legacies 2, but I can't guarantee that. A decision I have made, and I will go into more detail about this and other decisions that we've made on another video, because this one is getting really long, but another decision I've made is that the Children of the Gods game, which got into the Hall of Fame, I'll be paying someone via Fiverr, or finding another engine that's workable to make that outside of Dreams, and you'll still be able to play that. If there is anything in particular from Lost Legacy games that you would like from any of our games, let me know in the comments, please. I will do another video on a later date. Thank you for watching. I wish I had better news for you. And just remember, this is not the end of Lost Legacy Lost Legacy Entertainment. And we are not quite out of time for Dreams yet, so we can still possibly save it. I will catch you in the next video. Please do look us up on Patreon. You can join any of the tiers there. The Lost Legacy tier itself isn't reactivated yet, but you can still join any of the other tiers. Well, I will catch you in the next video.